Hello everyone and welcome back to Britney's Mystics. My name is Britney and I'm a tarot reader, and my goal is to help you through the art of tarot with any problems, questions, and guidance that you may need. Now, if you like all things tarot or all things witchy, make sure to subscribe because you will really like it here on this channel. Now, all my information about me will be down below in the description, all my social medias if you want to follow me. If you feel called to book a personal reading with me, that information will be down below as well. And all the information about each deck that I use and where to go buy them if you want to buy them will be down below as well. And of course, it is definitely not required, but it is deeply appreciated if you feel called to tip if this reading resonates. My Cash App and Ko-Fi will be down below in the description box as well. Now, this pick a card reading, we're gonna go really into depth because I'm actually really excited about August this year for some reason. Usually I don't really care for August because growing up I always viewed it as, you know, the end of summer, school's about to start, you know, I don't want August to come. I want to stay in June and July. I want to stay in summer. But for some reason, I just feel really good about this month. So hopefully that energy will be transmuted onto you and into your August as well. And I hope it'll be a really good month for everyone. I feel like it'll definitely be a month of just like creation. I feel like if there's any time to create your reality and to step into who you want to become, August is going to be the month. I don't know, that's just what I'm feeling. So we have 5 piles here and the stacks are thick. The decks, I used a lot of decks for this one, so I'm really excited to do this one. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the pile selection. So if you are new to pick up piles and you've never done this before, the way that it works is we have 5 different piles here. This right here is pile 1 with the amethyst. This is pile 2 with a geode. You can't really tell, but there's, you know, some crystals in there. Pile number 3 with the orange citrine. Pile number 4 with the gorgeous opal. And pile number 5 with the gold stone. So before you choose your pile, I ask you right now to take 3 deep breaths, 3 deep cleansing breaths to clear your mind, your energy, your thoughts, so you can really be focused on your decision. And once you take those 3 deep breaths, either ask yourself, out loud, in your head, whatever, what is coming to you in August 2020, what is coming to me in August 2020, what do I need to know about my August 2020, and then, pick one of the piles again, pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the timestamps for each pile will be down in the description box below. And that's another way that you can pick a pile, is you can look at the timestamps, and if there are any combination of numbers that stick out to you, or maybe if you have a specific angel number that always follows you around and you see that in one of the timestamps, you can choose that way. You can choose by going, you can say 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, between 1 and 5, and if any of them just feels different, then go with that pile. No rush, you can pause the video, but without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the amethyst pile, so right away with this, just a little crystal reading. Amethyst is a good stone for your third eye chakra, and also it could be to your crown as well. So maybe this month or in August 2020, or whenever you're watching it, July or August, maybe you'll really be tapping into your intuition this month, or maybe you'll need to be focusing on your third eye and crown chakra this month as well. Maybe this could be a month where you need to spiritually protect yourself. Maybe you need to get an amethyst or a black obsidian or tourmaline and have that as like a protection, especially psychic and spiritual protection as well. And maybe you'll also be traveling, because this is a good traveler's protection stone. When I used to commute to and from school, when I would ride the bus and like the train and stuff, I would always have this with me because I would be traveling a long distance. So you may need to protect yourself this month, or maybe you'll be traveling. So I'm going to start off with these cards right here, and these cards are from the Self-Care Oracle. I'm really excited to use these. So this is going to be 2 different ways on how you, pile number 1, can practice self-care this month. So the first card is the Build Strength, number 6. So maybe you're a boxer, maybe you like to do like fighting or like any type of that for exercise, or maybe you are training to become like a professional fighter or boxer, MMA fighter. Another thing that's sticking out to me as well with this card is like her eyes are closed, but her third eye is open. So this can kind of go what I said with the intuition. You're strengthening your intuition this month as well. So it could be physical strength, you're working out, you're exercising more, you're building muscle, you're training to become an actual professional fighter, or you're building strength emotionally, spiritually, mentally as well. So build strength. And then, oh, okay, interesting. So we have card 33, 3 plus 3 is 6, and then we have, the first card was card 6, and then we have 33. This one is called Make a Vision Board. So something you should do in August is make a vision board. They don't have to be fancy, they don't have to be large. You can make them as big or small, as creative as you want them to. My vision board is actually above my desk right here, like when I'm looking at it right now. And it's really good to have it in a place where you're either going to be constantly working, you're always going to see it, so every time you look up or glance at it, you're constantly seeing those images and pictures or words or whatever you put on it that you're wanting to bring into your life and that you're wanting to see. And like, again, like the eye on the strength card, you're really tapping into what you want to see. You're strengthening your intuition. Maybe you're strengthening your manifestation skills as well this August 2020. All right, so now getting into the tarot, I pulled 4 cards for beginning, middle, end of August, and then the 4th card is like a clarifier. So at the beginning of August, we have the World card. So in August, when August starts up, ending of July, that time of period, you're going to be wrapping up a cycle. You're going to be closing one door and heading to the other open door right in front of you, or this is your sign that you need to close something up. So if you've been knowing that a cycle is like coming to an end, and you know that you need to leave something behind and keep moving forward and moving on up, this is your sign that things are coming to an end and you need to move on to the next thing that, you know, Spirit and Divine has for you. Because in the middle of August, the card that came out was the Strength card. Come on, y'all. Build strength. And then the Strength card. So whatever needs to be closed or left behind, it's only going to make you stronger of a person. So you need to really let go, because, and I feel like what I said earlier is if you've been feeling like something needs to be like wrapped up, done, hang it up, flat screen, but you've been holding off, I feel like don't get stuck in that 4 of Pentacles energy of holding on to things that are not good for you. So you have the message now that something's closing and ending for a reason, to bring you to a stronger version of yourself. But don't, by the end of the month, like essentially, like I want you to change this card. I want you to be like the 3 of Wands, essentially letting new things come in, or 2 of Wands, being open to the new possibilities. Don't be holding on to things that aren't good for you. Don't be selfish. Don't be petty and like hold on to your pride, almost is what I'm hearing, whatever that means. So maybe in the end of August, maybe you'll get into like an altercation. Maybe you'll actually get into like a fight. It doesn't have to be a physical fight, but you'll be holding on to your pride and not like moving on, or something along those lines. So make sure that you're letting go of what you need to let go so you can keep moving forward, because as the clarifier, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it's going to slow down your growth. It's going to slow down your strength building, especially like spiritually and emotionally as like a person, and growing into like a better version of yourself, connecting to your highest self as well, especially since Amos is the third eye, all that stuff, it's all interconnected. So make sure you're not slowing down your growth, and also make sure that you're not like blocking your blessings because like you're holding on to money. Like I feel like one thing that really brings wealth into your life is when you bless others, when you have the ability to bless others, or even if you don't have the ability to bless others, but even still giving your either money, donating, you're giving your time, your energy, it's gonna come back to you. So by the end of the month, maybe you'll come into some money, but instead of being really greedy and holding on to it all, like either put it into a savings account or help someone else out as well, because I feel like it'll just like speed up something in your life, either speed up your wealth building, your business, along those lines. It'll speed you up, especially excuse me, in terms financially. So if you've been wanting to invest, you know, with the money that you get, maybe you want to hold on to it and spend it, but actually no, like give it away, put it into your portfolio, your savings account, whatever. That's another little message there for the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a love message. So I didn't put these in the pile because I'm just gonna keep drawing them directly from this deck, because I'm gonna do singles and people that are either in a relationship or like talking to someone type of energy. All right, so first let's do the singles. What do my single pile one people need to know in terms of love for August 2020? That's a lot of cards. Let's hold on. The first one, success and perseverance. So maybe if you've been wanting love, but you haven't really been lucky in love and finding your partner, I feel like that could change in August. It just keep pushing forward. Don't give up yet, because you will be successful in your journey to find love. Because maybe if you're holding on to something that needs to be let go, like August, like I said, I feel like August is the time to like transmute energy and become and step into the person that you want to become. So make sure that you like actually take advantage of that, and you don't end up wasting the energy of August by holding on to things that don't serve you and holding on to past things that aren't even, don't even matter anymore, and you're stunting your growth, and you're slowing your growth down. Because also we have to prepare for change. So things definitely will be changing, I feel like in your favor though, but of course we all are the creators of our own reality. So if it's up to you if you want, like I said, that change to be good and in your favor, because I feel like it will be. But I feel like if you're not letting go of things that no longer serve you and that aren't doing you any good, but you keep holding on to them for whatever reason, you're stunning your growth. And interesting, we have the legal matters and contracts. So maybe you are single but you just got divorced, or you exited a relationship that maybe had to do with more like legal things, or you were in some type of legal battle with this person. I feel like some type of like closure will be coming with it, with the World card, and then legal matters and contracts. And then we also have success. So I feel like you'll be successful in this journey and situation that you're dealing with right now in terms of legal things and contracts and paperwork and that type of stuff. All right, so now connecting to my amethyst pile people that are taken or dealing with someone. What do they need to know for August 2020 love? Okay, anything else? Okay, interesting. So we have lost love and union of two souls. So with the lost love, so this is for people that are either currently in a relationship or they're kind of like in that talking stage, they're dealing with somebody. So possibly if you either in a relationship, maybe this will be a good time to strengthen y'all's union and really connect down onto a deeper soul level and really dig deep and really learn more about each other. Or maybe if you guys have been considering going to couples therapy, that's something, another message that I'm hearing right now. Maybe this will be a good time to do that, you know, build strength in your relationship. And then we have the Lost Love card. And with this card, I feel like I'm getting a very specific message with this one. It's like maybe if you met someone in the past, you were with someone in the past, and you guys just kind of split ways. It wasn't really like a messy breakup, but you guys just split ways. It just wasn't really working out in that moment. Maybe you guys have reconnected or will reconnect in August, and maybe now it'll work out for the better with the union of two souls. So, all right, that is the love message for August. Now moving forward, these cards, these are going to be about what's blocking us this month and things that we need to like release. So we have the praying mantis and we have the cat. So with these cards, something that may be blocking us is with the praying mantis, what I'm hearing with this maybe is like you like literally aren't praying enough, or you know, whoever your higher powers, whoever you believe in, whoever you would essentially pray to is missing you. Maybe you haven't really connected with them in a long time. So maybe it's time to clear that block of, you know, not praying to people. And maybe if when you start praying to, you know, divine whoever, I feel like it'll unlock different things for you. And with this one, with the cat and also the praying mantis, both of these together, it could be maybe you're not allowing yourself to have fun. You're not allowing yourself to kind of just like let loose. Maybe you've been really uptight lately about things, and it's just time to kind of relax. Because with the cat, I'm almost seeing it as like a feral cat, a cat that's more just like wild and on the run and in nature. And also the praying mantis is also nature. It's a, you know, a wild animal, I guess, if you would consider it a wild animal. So, you know, obviously don't go to like the club because the virus. I'm not gonna, you know, don't do something where it's gonna kill you, but you know, still do something that's really fun and you're able to let loose and release all the stress off of your shoulders and just do what you gotta do to relax and take care of yourself and your mental health as well. All right, now with these cards, these are going to be things that we can look forward to coming up in August. So we have the health card, and it reads, "Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form." So again, to build strength, and then we have the health card. So I feel like if you've been really wanting to take your health back into your own hands and really get fit and healthy again, I feel like, you know, it's really gonna work out for you in August. I feel like if there's any time to get remotivated again, to get back on like a workout routine, eating healthy, you'll really have that motivation in August. But also, like it says, to accept your body in like no matter what position or form it's in or what ailments you may have, and knowing that it's always doing the best that it can. So if you do want to get back into like working out and eating healthy and all of that stuff to get, you know, in shape or fit, or just like detoxing all of like any junk out of your body, do it because like you already love yourself how you are, and you're doing it as an act of self-love and not as an act of I have to be this way to impress other people or to get the things that I want. I have to look this way to do this or do that. Don't do it in that perspective. Do it in a form of like love. Like you're loving your body enough to take care of it. That type of energy. And then we have the self-sufficiency card. And this reads, "The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come." So this kind of goes with what I said with the praying mantis. With this, I feel like if you haven't been praying, you know, to God, divine, or whatever higher power you believe in, I feel like they miss you and they want you to come back to them, because I feel like they have a lot that they want to help you with, and they have a lot that they want to tell you, but they can't do it unless you open yourself up to them. Because I remember something that I learned at my church, or someone that said, is they said God is a gentleman. You know, he's gonna hold a door open for you to come in, but he's not going to force you to go into the door. He's going to hold the door open for you and be a gentleman and allow you to go to him and walk into the door, but it's still ultimately up to you. He's not going to force you to go through that door. So, you know, you have to be open to receiving, you know, love and support from divine. So maybe that message applies to you, maybe it doesn't, but if you've been, you know, kind of falling off, but you're trying to get back on, this is your sign. You know, they're waiting for you. And then lastly, we have the loneliness card. So this reads, when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. So this kind of like relates to what I said with like the Four of Pentacles. Like, don't hold on to things that don't serve you, and maybe you're holding on to past relationships because you're scared of being alone and you're scared of finally letting them go, and you know, maybe you don't have any like prospects in love right now, so you're like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be alone, but I feel like you're only holding off from love to come in if you're single by like you have to fall in love with being alone with your own presence before someone else can come in. Because even if someone else comes in but you still can't, you know, be okay with being by yourself, then it's probably not going to work out, because realistically you can't hang out with your partner 24/7. There's going to be times where you're going to have to be by yourself, so you have to learn how to be okay by yourself first, so when that does happen, you do get in a relationship that won't become codependent. Now these cards, these are going to be either themes that we need to focus on or things that are going to be highlighted in August 2020. So the first one is we have card 48, financial discipline. So kind of like I was saying with money, I feel like maybe you will be blessed with some type of abundance this month. So don't go out and just spend it all. Really be disciplined with it. Maybe invest it, save some. I feel like this is going to be a time where we really need to save money. So don't go blow your money. Be, you know, smart with it. And then, oh look, yeah, card number 88, abundance. So yeah, you definitely will be getting some type of money, abundance as well. So be grateful for it. Maybe, you know, you don't, when I say share your blessings, I don't mean go give, you know, thousands of dollars to someone. It could just be just like buying like your friend dinner or something with that money that you had. You know, just little things like that will make someone feel good. You'll feel good for doing it, and that blessing and that good karma will come right back to you as well. And maybe 888 will be a number that you're going to be seeing, or 6 as well, 66. And then lastly, I have an affirmation card that you, pile 1, can take with you through the month of August. And this says, I regard all altars with respect. I regard all altars with respect. So with this affirmation and this card is like the way I'm kind of viewing it, and kind of like what I'm hearing with this card is like, also this gives very big like star energy in the tarot, so maybe you're an Aquarius, anyways, or a Leo as well, and earth signs are big. So anyways, so big star energy in the card with this card. So like, I regard all altars with respect. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. So if any opposing opinions come in, even if they don't serve you or you don't agree with them, instead of being like lashing out or starting to fight with them, just like respect where they're coming from, and kind of know that they're coming from a place of love and trying to help you, and you know, their viewpoint is what they know. You know, they know what they know, and you know what you know, and that's how it is, if that makes any sense. So just know that like, no matter what they come at you with, you know, that's all that they know, and they're trying to help you and come from a place of love. So just, you know, I regard all altars with respect. I regard all walks of life with respect type of energy. Okay, pile 1, that is all I have for you. If this resonated, give me a big thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what resonated, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. You know, I like reading your comments and talking with y'all. And if you feel called to tip, again, that information will be down below. If you feel called to book a personal reading with me as well, the information is down below too. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your August 2020 prediction reading. You guys chose this beautiful geode. Look at that pattern. You can't really see it, but there are little crystals inside. It's a very small geode. So right away with just this crystal and kind of like a little mini crystal reading, maybe you'll really need to get down and ground yourself and get back into the earth, do some grounding, earthing exercises, connect to your root chakra. Make sure that your roots are still planted here on earth. You're not too up in the clouds. Maybe you're gonna be like, kind of like what I'm hearing this is maybe you're gonna be coming out of like your cave or coming out of your shell, or if you've been kind of having something inside, you're gonna be showing that to the world now. And kind of showing all the goodness inside of you. So maybe you're a shy person, so maybe this will be a month for you that you're gonna kind of become more extroverted and more open and really sharing, your gifts and, your face and your voice with other people this month. So keep that in mind in August. Pile 2, I must say that you guys probably have the thickest deck out of all of them. And because all the decks only have 2 to 3 self-care cards, which these are self-care cards, and you guys got 4. So self-care will be definitely of importance this month in August. So let's see, the first card says flow like water. So maybe go to a lake or a beach and swim, take a cleansing bath. Oh, yep. We have card 46 here, soak in a bath. So definitely do a lot of water healing, cleansing. You can also do grounding at a beach or a lake, some type of natural body of water where you can put your feet into like the salt and the sand. You can still do that in a bath if you put Epsom salts in it. You can put flowers and herbs, things of the earth in the bath like she has in the water. So yes, water cleansing will be a must for you this month. And then we have card 34, massage. So maybe if you know a massage therapist, or look up how to give yourself a massage at home, really make sure that you're not carrying too much on your shoulders or your back. And again, like the lower back, that's like where your root chakra and your lower chakras are. So make sure that, if your lower back's been hurting, it could just be genuine pain, but it also could be, your imbalance of like your root chakra as well. And then of course like the foot here for grounding. So do the massage. And then we have the plan a vacation, card 39. So maybe plan a trip to go to the beach. Maybe if there's a beach nearby and you can take a drive to it, maybe go there as well. I know travel is kind of limited during this time with the virus, but try to do a trip, or maybe if you work from home, maybe take some time off and do like a staycation, or like maybe if you live in a city outside of a big city, maybe look at the Airbnbs in the big city and like stay in the downtown part and just kind of get out of your house and do kind of like a mini vacation that way. All right, now to get into the tarot. So I pulled 4 cards, 3 cards for the beginning, middle, end of August, and then the 4th card is just a clarifier. I'm gonna get some more water. Okay. So the beginning of the month, we have 2 of Pentacles. So maybe you've been weighing, putting your ideas out there. Again, kind of like what I was saying, you're going to be coming out of your shell and kind of showing all the goodness within you that you've been keeping from the world. So you could be weighing those ideas, or like the pros and cons, like should I, open up my shop? Should I start the YouTube channel? Should I start offering my services? Should I start posting my poetry? Should I start, producing my music? I feel like the sign is yes. So you will be coming finally to that final decision in the beginning of August. If you are looking for a decision for something, you will be coming to it in the beginning of the month. Now, in the middle of the month, we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So with this card, maybe there's some things from maybe like what you're wanting to do is something that you've been always wanting to do ever since you're a kid, but you're still like so hesitant, you're still afraid and like shy and afraid of what people will think and how people will react, and you're scared that people will react negatively to what you are putting out. Or just anything from your childhood coming up again, maybe things that you've been repressing. Maybe it's time to do some, inner child work / shadow work to kind of dig into childhood trauma in August. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like this will be a really good month for transmuting things. So it's time to take that old, trauma and transmute it into something better, transmute it so you can become your highest self. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like even though with this confirmation of like, yes, do what you want to do, open up and show your gifts and your ideas to the world, I still feel like you're still going to be uncertain. You feel like it's either too much work, you're afraid of what people are going to say or how people are going to react. So, or maybe you're just like afraid it's going to be too much work and you don't really want to do it all. But really try to get out of that mindset, because good things take work and good things take time. So I feel like if you actually put in that effort, you'll like turn this up right side up into the Eight of Pentacles upright, and like you'll finally see your hard work paying off. And then as the clarifier, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So again, this could kind of be with like the family and childhood things, if anything that you've been repressing, family trauma, childhood trauma, anything like that. It may come up in August, but I feel like you're going to try to push it back down and be like, okay, not another time, not right now. But you keep doing that every time it comes up. So maybe this month is the time to actually, face it and, go all in and heal. Maybe talk to a therapist or do some journaling prompts for, shadow work and different things like that as well. Alright, so now I'm going to pull some cards in this deck, and it's going to be a love reading. I'm going to separate it into the single people and the people that are dealing with somebody. So, what do my Geode Pile 2 singles need to know for August 2020? That's a lot of cards. Let's try again. Pile 2 singles. What do they need to know for love in August 2020? Okay. So we have unfounded fear, and then we have financial matters. So maybe right now you're not looking into love, or you're not really focusing on love because maybe you feel like you need to get your money together first. This could be that energy of the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like you don't have it together. It's not all piecing together. You don't really have the availability and means to support a relationship. And then we have the unfounded fear. So maybe you're just really scared about opening up to someone and something again. Maybe you had, a bad example of a relationship with your parents growing up. So you kind of have had that idea ingrained in your mind about all relationships. So you've just been kind of about, all relationships end like my parents did. So I don't, want to even try. So I feel like getting over that fear, to open yourself up to love. And then if you are worried about money, I wouldn't be so worried about money. Relationships aren't all about the money. But it's still okay to want to get, your money together and feel financially secure first within yourself before you go and feel secure with, another person and get into a relationship. Alright, so that's that little love reading for these singles. Now my pile 2 people that are dealing with somebody. What do my pile 2 people dealing with somebody need to know? Okay. A lot of cards came out, but it's alright. So we have, first I'll start with this. We have dominating relationships. So maybe you're with someone right now and they're, like the card says, they're too dominating. Maybe they're too controlling. So maybe, you know, kind of look into that and see if there's anything you can do to fix that or heal that and set boundaries. Or maybe this is you. Maybe you've been too controlling lately. So maybe you didn't realize it. So maybe this will be like your sign to kind of like, whoa, and I need to kind of step off a little bit because this is my partner, they're not my child. So there's that message. And then we have the wishful thinking. So maybe if you're not in a relationship yet, but you're kind of talking with someone, you're dealing with someone, but maybe like they aren't really, you know, communicating with you, they're kind of dry, they're not really putting in effort, but you're like really hoping that it's going to work out. I feel like this is your sign that it's not going to work out, and like that's just wishful thinking and it's just not going to turn into anything. Then we also have spiritual and enlightenment. So maybe if you're with someone or dealing with someone, maybe this person will be like a twin flame or like a soulmate, someone that, you know, that was destined for you kind of like before you even came down from the spiritual world into the human world. So this could be someone like on that type of level as well. And like I know these are different messages for people that are in love or dealing with someone, but you'll know which one's for you. Trust, you'll know which one's for you. And then we have achievement and success. So maybe the first word that popped in my head when I saw this is marriage. So maybe if you've been planning on proposing to someone, or maybe if you've already been proposed to and you're planning a wedding, either, you know, now during quarantine, or you're going to be planning it years from now, I feel like it'll work out. I feel like the person will say yes, the wedding will be good as well. And then we have new inspiration. So maybe with this, if you're already in a relationship, maybe this will be a time to kind of like revamp it. Maybe you guys can go on like a vacation and, you know, kind of reconnect with each other and, you know, reignite that flame that originally brought y'all together. All right, so that is the love message for the people that are dealing with somebody for August 2020. Now these cards, these are going to be about what's blocking you and what things need to be like removed or cleared out that are kind of blocking you from your blessings and blocking you from moving forward. So we have the Audre Lorde card, the Justice card. So in terms of this being a block, like she's in kind of like muddy, murky waters, but she has a sword with her, so she's protected. So maybe you've been putting yourself in the situation, you've been putting yourself into those waters and keeping yourself there stuck when you easily could just get out with, you know, your sword. Also, there's eyes here, and I always see eyes as a very spiritual symbol, especially in terms of like protection, like, you know, the evil eye charm as well. So maybe like, you know, you're physically protected yourself, but you're also very spiritually protected. So whatever murky waters that you're kind of putting yourself into, that you're keeping yourself into, like you can get out of it. Just trust that you're going to be protected when you do step out of the waters. And then we have the Mirabai card. I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. The Devotion card. So this can kind of be like in like relations to what I said with the single people. Maybe if you had a bad, you know, model of love growing up, so maybe it's kind of hard to stay devoted to anything. This could be you. It's to kind of like make sure that you're becoming open to love, because that undevotion and unwillingness to kind of be more open to the idea of love and dealing with someone, no matter if it works out or not, is blocking anyone from coming into your life, period. And this also could be kind of like what I was saying, if you have any ideas or things that you've been wanting to put out into the world but you've been holding back. I feel like it's really time to tap into your devotions. Maybe this is musical, maybe you play guitar or you make music that has a lot of guitar, you know, in it as well. Or just maybe if you have a hobby, maybe that hobby could actually turn into like a business, and you have to kind of realize that and see how you could do that as well. And then we have the Apple card. When I'm hearing this could have to deal with education. Maybe you've been wanting to go back to school and get a degree or some type of like certificate or like training, but maybe you've been scared to or worried, just like you don't really like the idea of school. You're like, ugh, like I want to go and get what I need to get, but I don't like school. I'm afraid maybe I'll fail or it won't work out or I won't like it. So I feel like overall, just like really be open to possibilities. Maybe you're someone that's really closed off, like you built this outer shell around you, like the geode. It's just like a rock on the inside, but look at how beautiful it is on the inside when it finally opened up and exposed itself to the world. So August will definitely be a month that you need to kind of come out of your shell and be open to possibilities and to different ideas. All right, now these next couple of cards, these are going to be things that you can look forward to in August 2020. So the first card here is forgiveness. And it says, healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Open me to the new. What have I been saying? It's time to open up. And maybe you've been holding on to things, you've been holding on to grudges that's been blocking you as well. Like this could be like this could be the water if like you holding on to grudges and you're staying there stuck and you're so like defensive. But like you're fine, you know. I mean, I'm not telling you that you have to forgive. I mean, you can do with this information what you will, but forgiveness is always more for you and not the other person. When you forgive someone, it's for your peace of mind and well-being. It's not necessarily saying what they did was okay. It's not saying that you guys have to be friends again. It's literally for you and only you. I promise. So do with that information and message what you will, but that can be something to look forward to as you're finally moving past that and, you know, forgiving them for yourself so you're able to move on to the next big thing. And then we have enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. So this is kind of like what I was saying with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you've been, you know, holding off from doing something because you feel like it's going to be such hard work and you're just going to be like working. There's going to be no breaks. But like it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to constantly be on this grind don't stop culture, which is so toxic on social media. It doesn't have to be like that. You can turn things that you enjoy into your job and it will be enjoyable even when you do turn it into from a hobby into a job. So be open to the new, like the forgiveness card said, and like know that you can do things that you enjoy for a living if you feel called to do so. And then we have the abundance card. Divine beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for acceptance. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. A vehicle for abundance. Remember what I said at the beginning? I said I feel like August is going to be a really good month for us, and you got the abundance card, and pile one got another card that said abundance on it as well. So we're really going to be living lavishly this month. So be open to receiving that. Now with these cards, these are going to be themes or areas that we need to focus on or that will be highlighted and brought to the forefront in August. So we have 99, the compassion card. So be compassionate on yourself. You're doing the best you can. And also have compassion on others as well, kind of like the forgiveness card. And this could just be further confirming that. And then we have the time out card. So maybe if you already are doing like a hobby for a job, but maybe you've been like striving and pushing so much, like this card says, that you're not enjoying it anymore. So I feel like it's time to take a time out, see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, come to that conclusion, remove what you're doing wrong, keep bringing in what's right, and then get back going again. So August, so if you're already in business doing something that you love but you're like not enjoying it anymore, I feel like you need to kind of reassess reassess what you're doing, time out, take a break, see what's not enjoyable anymore, and see if there's a way to change that to something that will be enjoyable for you. And then lastly, I have 2 affirmation cards here. This one says, I praise the goddess and the god. So this card as an affirmation, this is just telling us to honor the divine and the masculine that resides within all of us. Every person, regardless of gender, has masculine and feminine energy, and the masculine and feminine energies don't necessarily relate to gender, but each of them have different like ideals. Like masculine is more like extroverted and feminine is more introverted, like what's within, and masculine is more what's on the outside, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily like boy girl. So tapping in and balancing the masculine and feminine energies within all of us. And lastly, we have the I achieve with integrity. I achieve with integrity. So I think this is, again, just another confirmation about how, you know, whether if you're working or planning on working and doing like your job, doing your hobby as a job, like like have compassion on yourself and don't think that it has to be some like dirty type of like business climb to the top type of game. Like you'll get there by being true to your own self and what was I going to say? Being true to your own self and staying authentic within yourself, and you know, achieving with integrity, like the card says. You know, don't try to like cheat your way to the top, essentially, with that card. Okay, pile number 2. That is all the messages I have for you for your August 2020. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If it kind of resonated with you so far from what you heard, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you want to book a personal reading, that information is down below. If you want a tip, if it resonated, you know, you don't have to, but it's still appreciated if you feel called to do so. That information is down below as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, the orange citrine pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading for August 2020. Can't believe the year is already halfway over. And it's been a crazy one. So right off the bat, with just this orange citrine as a little crystal reading, maybe with this month you're going to be focusing on your sacral chakra, or things that have to do with your sacral chakra, which is, you know, this is like where your sexual energy is. This is where your creativity, your passion as well resides. So maybe if your sacral energy is blocked, time to open it, or maybe if it's overactive, it's time to balance it as well. So yes, very beautiful crystal. Maybe if you have this crystal, carry it with you. And excuse me, now let's get into the reading. So now these 2 cards, these are going to be oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. These are ways you can practice self-care this August 2020. So the first one, we have look to the stars. So maybe do some stargazing. The zodiac symbols are on there, so maybe get your chart read if you have a birth chart. If you have never gotten a birth chart reading before, I haven't gotten one, surprisingly, but I really want to get one, so I'm trying to look for a good, you know, chart reader. If you know of one, let me know down below. But yeah, look to the stars, the sky. Maybe you'll see like a shooting star. Wish upon it. I feel like if you do, like that wish will come true. And then we have card 35, we have meditate. So maybe do some sacral chakra meditations. Maybe meditate with an orange citrine crystal as well, and just kind of rebalance everything. Maybe you've been too like on the go, rushing, or too up in your head. It's time to kind of come back down, center yourself. Okay, now we have the tarot messages. Interesting. Okay, so I pulled 4 cards. I have 3 for the beginning, middle, end, and then I have the 4th card as like a clarifier. So in the beginning, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So this could either be well, the first thing that came to my head was maybe you've been like going out and going against like the regulations for COVID, and I feel like that needs to come to a stop. Or the complete opposite, maybe you've been so isolated in your house, which is a good thing, but you haven't even like socialized. And no, scrolling on Twitter is not socializing. Like actually calling up a friend, FaceTiming with someone, hanging out with like your family, like leave your room. because we have the Hermit in reverse here for the middle of the month. So it could be more like you're isolating yourself, you're not really socializing a lot. So make sure you're not getting into that energy of like the Hermit in reverse where it's like too isolated, you don't even know what's going on anymore as well. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse for the end of the month. So with this, maybe at the end of the month, maybe you'll be stuck in like a creative rut. You won't feel as passionate, and it could be because you're not like, I feel like it could be like for mental health reasons, because you're becoming too isolated, you're not really socializing, because humans, we need to socialize. So make sure that you're socializing so all of these cards can kind of go upright and not be blocked or have those blockages or like, I guess, negatives as well. Another message though that I'm getting, I feel like this will apply to a very few of you, but with all these cards together, it could be like you have a partner, but you find out you're finding out that they're cheating on you, a third party situation. You may just feel very alone in the middle of the month. You don't want to talk to anyone, and just feels like you're never going to find love again. You will find love again. First off, if this does happen or this does apply to you as well. And the Two of Swords, it's just kind of like, definitely just get out of your head again. Like I said, maybe even to up here and meditate. Just get out of your head, get out of those intrusive thoughts, because most of the time they aren't real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Okay, so now kind of speaking of love, I'm going to jump into the love message. I didn't put cards in the piles because I wanted just to pull them as I did the reading. So I'm going to do it into two groups, people that are single and people that are dealing with somebody. So connecting to my pile 3 singles, what do they need to know for August? No. Okay, that was a mistake. What do they need to know for August 2020 in terms of love? Just like 3 cards maybe, please. Not the whole deck. I'll take those. So the single ones, we have lost love. So maybe, you could have just broken up with someone, or so you're kind of still dealing with that hurt and that pain and that healing. But I feel like it will heal, and I feel like it'll happen suddenly because we have the sudden change card. So this either could be like sudden healing from a lost love, or it could be a sudden change. Maybe you will be getting into a relationship because we have balanced partnership and sudden change. So this could be a month where you could be receiving love, but you have to be open to receiving it. With this Ace of Wands in reverse, don't be blocked off. Make sure that you're not being don't miss out on opportunity because she's blindfolded, because she's too focused on everything up here and internal, that she's not focusing on the things that are also outside of her. So yeah, make sure that you're looking around you and that you're not missing out on opportunities. You're not losing out on love with the lost love. And then we have intuitive understanding. So I feel like if you are too much in your head and you start meditating and start healing and kind of coming back into balance with yourself, I feel like that'll help with your intuition. And I feel like now, in terms of love, you'll kind of intuitively know if you're single, but maybe if you start talking with someone in the middle of the month, you'll kind of know, okay, yes, this person, could turn into something, or no, this person, the energy is bad right away off the bat, because sometimes you're so blinded by the excitement of talking to a new person that you ignore your first instinct about them. So yeah, make sure that you're, not to not see someone's true intentions. All right, connecting to my pile 3 people that are dealing with somebody, what do they need to know for love in August 2020? What do my pile 3? Oh my gosh, this deck, I think it's me. This card flew out, so I'm keeping it. Interesting. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. Okay, this makes sense. So we have take a stand, wishful thinking, and karmic bond. So this is obviously not going to apply for every single one of you that is in a relationship right now. So this is a message for very few of the people that are kind of dealing with somebody. In terms of my pile 3 people, you could be in a karmic bond with someone and you may know it, but you're like blinded to the truth. You're blocking that message out and you're ignoring it. You're like, no, I'm not. This is, my soulmate. Wishful thinking. And it's funny because my friend, she just wrote an article that was like, your twin flame may be your karmic partnership or maybe a karmic relationship. So this could be the same energy. Someone that you think is like for you is you're actually like a karmic bond, a karmic relationship. So the take a stand is almost like take a stand over your well-being and your life and your love life and break it off. I mean, because of the karmic bond, they come in and they teach you a lesson and then you're supposed to leave. But if you stay within the karmic bond, you're going to keep repeating that same lesson over and over and over again. It's like repeating the same grade over and over again despite you passing. So if you know what lesson you learned, it could be maybe this person always cheats on you. And you keep taking them back and they keep doing it. But you keep having that wishful thinking that they're going to change. But they're not. You learned your lesson and it's time to keep it pushing. So that is the love message for the people dealing with somebody for my pile 3 people. And now, okay, yeah, I've remembered a lot of cards came out with this one. So now with these cards, this is going to be about what is blocking you and things that are blocking you from like your blessings and things that need to be cleared out. Excuse me. So we have the rabbit card. And with the rabbit card, I associate rabbits with springtime and kind of like Easter, and spring is when things are kind of getting their life back from the winter. Things are coming back to life. Things that have died are being reborn. Things are coming out of hibernation. So this could be like you're not accepting the change and you're not allowing yourself to be reborn into what you're supposed to be, if that makes sense. So make sure that you're allowing like death and rebirth happening and you're not ignoring things that need to die and be let go so something new can be reborn into its place with the rabbit card. And then we have the Janet Frame card, belonging. So maybe you just have this very like urgent and deep need and desire to belong and be accepted by every single person you meet. Maybe you're a Libra. I'm a Libra. And Libras tend to always want to be liked by everybody. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can become too much. And I know I still struggle with that today. So with the belonging card, make sure that you're not so focused on like wanting everybody else to accept you and like you that you don't even accept and like yourself as well. And I feel like worrying about the next person is blocking you from going to like your next position and upgrade in life. So just be wary of that. Also with the Hermit, you could be a Virgo as well. So anyways, then we have the Toni Morrison card. We have the Power card. So again, this one, I feel like these two kind of connect. Maybe you've been giving too much of your own personal power to the next person in terms of what they think about you, and you're not like letting yourself like be yourself. And you need to kind of reclaim your power back, kind of like with that one love card, take a stand. Maybe you've been giving your power and your self-worth and placing it into your partner's hands when there are karmic bonds, and you need to take it back, take a stand. And then we have the Farakaksan. I'm so sorry. We have the Rebellion card. So maybe you've been too good. You've just been in your place, just saying yes ma'am, no sir, just going with the punches, which I mean is still good. But again, take a stand. Maybe it's time to kind of rebel against the norm or rebel against what's been limiting you. Because I feel like it'll be a way for you to reclaim your power back. And then lastly, we have the Sylvia Plath card, which is the Dark. So maybe don't go into this hermit energy of, isolation and stepping away from everybody else in the world and kind of like putting yourself in the dark, but make sure like step back into the light. With this crystal, it's like very bright. It's very bright. There's some white, little markings on it as well. So like make sure that you're letting your light and like your inner sun shine as well. So don't keep yourself in the dark. You do want to belong, and you do belong, but don't let any insecurities or anything like that hold you back and keep you isolated and in the dark and away from everybody. Alright, so moving on, we have these cards, which are things that we can look forward to in August 2020. So we have the Being Enough card. This says, the innermost heart says, you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow, more deserving. You, yes, you are loved. So I think this goes again with the belonging card. Like, you already belong. You already are enough. You already are accepted and liked. You keep struggling and pushing to want to be accepted and loved and noticed by everybody, but like people do notice you. People do enjoy you and like you, and you are enough. You don't need to keep striving and pushing to like do that. Like, you already enough as you are. Alright, and then we have the Doubt card. This says, offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you, show me your will, and restore me to faith and confidence. So again, this could be like with the Hermit in reverse, and the Two of Swords, and the Sylvia Plath, the Dark card. Maybe you're just doubting yourself, and you'd rather just be like in that hermit mode and like stuck in the dark and just not moving anywhere, and just creating all this self-doubt, like, oh, people don't like me, I don't belong, all of that mess, being too in here, too much in your head. Just ask, divine, your ancestors, whoever, your angels, your guides, whoever your higher power is, to free me from this prison of doubt. And they'll help you. You just have to ask. And then we have the Independence card. This says, the more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. So I feel like this goes directly with the Rebellion card. Maybe, like I said, you've been too bogged down, handing your power to the next person when your power only can be held and used effectively and most appropriately by you. So rebel against that and the standards and the norms, and reclaim your independence and your power back this August. Alright, now these next cards are themes and areas that are going to be of importance or highlighted this month. And I'm laughing because we have the karmic completion. Yes, some of y'all are in a karmic relationship and it is over. You've learned your lesson and it's time to move on. And I know you're probably holding on because you don't want to be alone, you don't want to break up with this person, you don't know when the next person will come in, but it's time to, again, stop putting your self-worth and power into wanting to belong with somebody or belong to somebody, because you don't belong to anyone. Even if you are in a relationship, you still are your own independent person. So this could be, independence, finally freeing yourself from whatever, maybe this person's very controlling, the rebellion, you're finally breaking free and rebelling against what they usually would, tell you to like kind of dull you and dull your spark and your flame and your light. So rebelling against that. We have the spiritual partnership. So I'm pretty sure I said this for this one. I already forgot, but I was like, I feel like, someone, I either said there was this pile or maybe it was pile 2, but there was a card and it was like someone, like a spiritual person. I think it was pile 2, but I feel like it's still going to apply with this one, with the spiritual partnership. If you're single, or maybe if you're going to be breaking up with someone, regardless, someone's going to be coming into your life that was destined for you before you even entered the human world. They were destined for you in the spiritual world before you made the journey into the human world, if that makes sense. So allowing that spiritual partnership to come through. This is like literally, it's like a storyline. We have karmic completion, a spiritual partnership, and then happy ending. Letting go of that karmic bond, allowing your soulmate to come in and having a happy ending and a happy life. So this could all happen in August, or the beginning of this process will start in August. And then last time we have an affirmation card, and it says, I invoke laughter. So do something that makes you feel good. And like I said, with the independence, loving your inner child, do something your inner child would like to do. Like I said, maybe if like the Three of Cups in reverse, maybe you've been too isolated and not socializing. Do something that's gonna make you laugh. Like maybe get on a giant, FaceTime or Zoom call with all your friends, and like watch a funny movie, like a Netflix watch party. Do something that's gonna make you laugh and hang out with people maybe from your childhood that you're still friends with. Connect back to that inner child, and really focus on laughter this month, because laughter is the best medicine. I'm sorry, excuse me. All right, pile number 3. That is all the messages I have for you for August 2020. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you feel called to book a personal reading, or if you feel called to tip, all the information is down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, pile number 4, and welcome to your August 2020 pick a card predictions reading. So you guys pick the opal. It's such a beautiful crystal. It's one of my favorites, the opal. Look how pretty it is. So maybe this will be a month for you where you're just gonna be shining. People are gonna think you're beautiful. You're gonna think you're beautiful. You're really gonna be just enchanting people with your looks and your energy as well. And this could be maybe a focus on the heart chakra this month as well, so keep that in mind. Focusing on the heart chakra, opening it up or balancing it if it's overactive or underactive. Alright, so the first cards, these are going to be different ways we can care for ourselves, or that you can care for yourself this August. So we have the spend time with friends card. So of course, do this as safely as possible because we are still in a pandemic. But maybe call up your friends, do something over FaceTime, or maybe socially distance, hang out like at a park, at an open area, that type of thing. Let's see, they're eating, one girl's doing tarot, they're drinking tea, so maybe doing like a picnic, like I said, going out into an open area. Just be safe, of course, and get back to those people that you love and they love you and they care for you. Go back to those friends, those social connections. And then we have the positive affirmations card. So this month, kind of like the heart chakra, like I feel like you're really, if you focus on those affirmations, I feel like they're gonna start working, especially in terms of like beauty as well. Like, and she, like her hands are like right over her heart chakra as well. So yeah, really just speak love and light over yourself, speak love and light over your friends, and focus on your heart chakra. All right, now time to do the tarot messages. So I did 3 different cards. I did 4 cards. 3 cards are for the beginning, middle, and end of August, and then the 4th one's just a clarifier. So the beginning of the month, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So at the beginning of maybe you'll either be, in terms of like love, you could either be just not focusing on love or feeling like you're having bad luck with love, or you could be possibly breaking up with somebody. But I feel like it'll be for your highest good, because in the middle of the month we have the Sun card. Kind of like what I said, I feel like you're really going to be showing people your light. You're really going to be shining your light. Again, this is the month of Leo, the Leo season. Leo's all about the sun, so maybe you're a Leo, so you're really going to be stepping into your authentic self as well, and realizing that the power that you have being ruled by the sun. But also with the Knight of Cups in reverse at the beginning of the month, this doesn't have to mean relationships. This could just either be like gaining control over your emotions as well. So maybe if you've been really kind of emotionally stunted or overstimulated emotionally, I feel like in the beginning of the month, you know, maybe socializing with friends and speaking love and light over yourself will help kind of calm that energy, especially with the heart chakra and that dealing with emotions as well. Making sure that also you're not being like, it's good to be sympathetic and empathetic, but make sure that you're not, people aren't taking advantage of that and like taking your energy as well. It's another message. And it's interesting because for the end of the month, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but for the clarifier, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So with this, it's almost like make sure you're not missing out on any opportunities. With these two cards, I feel like maybe if you've been feeling unlucky or like time and luck aren't on your side, I feel like they are, and you're going to be realizing that at least by the end of the month. Or maybe there's just some emotional healing that you have to do in the beginning of the month to be able to get to that Ace of Pentacles, abundance, money opportunity, and kind of turn the Wheel of Fortune right side up. So make sure that you're, you know, not stunning your growth, you're not overextending yourself to other people, that you're not taking enough time for yourself, and make sure that you're not missing out on any opportunities that are around you. Alright, so now I'm going to do a love reading, and I didn't put these cards in the pile because I just wanted to pull them as the readings went along. So I'm going to separate this into two groups, the single people and the people that are dealing with somebody. So what do my pile 4 people that are single need to know about love for August 2020? Anything else? Right, I'm just gonna stick with this one card because I feel like the message is very clear. So this card that popped out for the single people was new opportunities. So this is basically what the Ace of Pentacles is all about, is new opportunities presenting itself. But maybe you're blocking yourself off from receiving love, and you don't want to end of the month realizing, oh, like, darn, I missed out on something that could have been really beautiful. So make sure that you're opening yourself up to love, because like I said, people are going to be finding you attractive this month. With this opal crystal, that's a message I'm getting with just like a little crystal reading with that one crystal. People are going to be thinking that you're beautiful, and that could open doors to new relationships or new opportunities. Like maybe if you're a model, you know, I mean, even though that's not a love relationship, that's another message coming through. So maybe if you've been wanting to do modeling, that could be a new opportunity, building a business relationship with somebody as well. Or if you're an influencer, you've been wanting to be an influencer, maybe this will be the month that people start, you know, you start getting people's attention and your follower accounts go up. But make sure that you're staying persistent and open to the opportunity so you don't miss out on them. Alright, now connecting to my pile 4 people that are dealing with somebody. What do they need to know for love for August 2020? What do my people dealing with somebody need to know for August 2020? Okay. So we have lost love, balance, and spiritual and enlightenment. Okay, so like I said, you know, you may possibly be breaking up with somebody this month. It could, you know, lost love type of thing. But like I said, with the Sun card, I feel like it's for your greatest and highest good, especially with the spiritual and enlightenment card. So, and then with the balance card being here, you're going to find a balance between, you know, properly and appropriately mourning the relationship and the love that you have with that person, but also having a balance between realizing, okay, it's time to keep pushing, keep moving on, keep going to the next biggest and better thing that's waiting for me. With that Sun card, new opportunities, Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities as well. And maybe like if you do end up breaking up with somebody, spending time with friends, maybe you've been disconnected with friends. This relationship has cut you off from hanging out with your friends like you usually would. So time to kind of get that whole overall life balance back into your life if you do end up breaking up with somebody this month, and you're dealing with somebody. So that's the message that I have for you. Of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate with all the messages that I will ever give you, or any tarot reader will ever give you. Alright, so now moving on to these cards. These cards are about things that are blocking us, or things that need to be kind of like released and healed, essentially. So we have the Angela Carter card, the identity card. So maybe you're having an identity crisis right now. Maybe like you're like, and I feel like it needs to be healed, because I feel like if you don't know who you are and what you want to do, you're gonna miss out on that opportunity. So make sure that you know who you are and you're staying true to yourself as well, and especially with the Sun card, and again like the Opal card. Like I said, you're really gonna be shining bright this month. So make sure that you really know that and realize that, and like speak that over yourself. Speak that beauty and luck and good fortune and all those good things over your life. I mean, I just posted on my Instagram affirmations for wealth. So that could be affirmations to tell yourself so you don't miss out on those opportunities. Make sure that they align, especially that they align with you. So if you're going through an identity crisis, that could be blocking you from reaching your blessing. So make sure that you know who you are and you're staying true to yourself. And then with the Cauldron card, well, the Cauldron, you know, you can put all these ingredients into it together, and you can create something, you know, whatever you want. So this could be, you know, one thing that's coming to me is maybe if you do spell work and you did a spell and maybe it backfired, or the spell had ill intent, and that could be blocking you from moving forward in life because you knew better but you did it anyways. So that's one message I'm getting with this. You're gonna have to consult with your guides on how to fix that one. Or it could be maybe you're not believing in yourself that you can create and manifest the reality that you want to, because maybe with the identity card you feel like you're not good enough, or you don't have the means, whatever, you don't believe in your own self. But the positive affirmations, the Cauldron, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Opal, the Crystal, it's all here. You have all the ingredients here, just time to use them for your own advantage. Alright, and now moving on to these cards. These are going to give us things, or give you things that you can look forward to in August 2020. So first I'll start with this one. We have the Challenges card. And it says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over divine and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. So of course I said these are things you're going to be looking forward to. You usually don't look forward to challenges, but I feel like this is like you're almost currently are going through a challenge, and I feel like this challenge, if you're open to receiving divine intervention and guidance and intercession, it'll turn into something good for you. It'll take you to the next level of your spiritual journey and yourself. And then we have the Body card, and this says, show me divine how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. So maybe this month of the positive affirmations, maybe that will help you actually finally learn to accept your body. You know, the identity card, maybe you just don't have a lot of self-love for yourself, and that's blocking you from just like a lot of things. You know, loving yourself will open you up to so many different opportunities and people and relationships and situations and all these different things. Excuse me. So make sure that you are loving your body this month, and maybe doing some body positive affirmations as well. And then we have work. It says, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So like I said, new opportunities will be coming. Just make sure that you're open to receiving them, and that you deem yourself worthy enough to receive them. And again, going back kind of like what I said, if you're a model or been wanting to do modeling, maybe you feel like you don't have the right body or face to model, but honey, you do. I promise you. That Sun card and the Opal card, that whole energy of like people finding you beautiful and you finding yourself beautiful finally, and people really seeing like the light and, you know, the sun that you really are. That's definitely going to be happening in August 2020. What no better time than Leo season as well. And then finally we have the Money card. So this says, all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. So maybe the new opportunities to work, you're going to be getting some money this month. So that's definitely something to look forward to. And then these cards, these are going to be themes or areas that are going to be of importance or things that we need to be focused on in August 2020. So we have the completion card. Card number 9. So things are going to be completed. Make sure that you're clearing out any old cycles. Make sure that you're not holding on to anything that is already done and over with, and you're keeping it going. And then card 22, we have the intuition card. So this month, make sure that you're listening to your intuition. Kind of like with the cauldron card, and kind of like what I was saying about how you have all the ingredients to manifest your life. Or so like, how can I word this? Like if you do like spell work and stuff like that, like maybe do spell work intuitively this month. Maybe you'll be guided to do something that will help you bring about the life that you want to. Just listen to your intuition about it. So yeah, so there's that little message. Then finally we have an affirmation card, or something that we can take with this for August 2020. And this says, I honor animals with reverence. So with this card, maybe spend time in nature first off, but also maybe look towards your pets and the animals that you see around you. And I feel like your guides or your angels will present themselves to you in the form of different animals. So make sure that you're being aware of the animals that present themselves for you, and then look up like on your phone, spiritual meaning of blank, spiritual meaning of cat, spiritual meaning of butterfly, whatever you see, and like there'll be a message there for you for the animals. All right, yeah, so that is all the messages that I have for you. Pile number 4 for your August 2020. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading, or if you want a tip, if you feel called to, that information is down below as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Alright, pile number 5, the last but certainly not the least pile. You guys chose the gold stone. This is a good stone for money, so you're going to be coming into some money. You're going to be abundant this month. I speak that over you, so definitely claim that blessing as well. And like I said in the beginning of the reading, I feel like August is going to be a really good month, and there's been some type of abundance or money message in all of the piles so far, so that definitely confirms it, that this is going to be a good month for all of us, but definitely especially money wise for you with the gold stone. Pile number 5. Alright, so these first couple cards, these are going to be ways we can practice self-care, or we can care for ourselves in the month of August 2020. So we have clean your space. So this could be, you know, actually physically cleaning, disinfecting, all that stuff. This could also be spiritually cleansing your space as well, with, you know, smoke cleansing. You know, get some rosemary, cinnamon sticks, or lavender and stuff, and make sure you're cleansing your space. Don't use things like sage or Palo Santo, because sage is an indigenous practice, and Palo Santo is endangered, and I think it also could be indigenous practice as well. So make sure that you're using your discernment and guidance when going to pick something that you're going to use for smoke cleansing as well. That's my own personal message out there. It'd be irresponsible for me not to say that. And then we have clear energy field. So I mean, she is bringing sage there. Maybe, I guess if you do grow it, or if you do have bundles of other herbs and stuff like that, you know, again, just use your discernment and guidance and your own research, but cleanse your energy field. So cleanse your space, and also make sure you're cleansing yourself as well. And then we have drink tea. So we get some good herbal tea, or maybe if you're like me, like I've been trying, my little pig mug, I've been trying to switch from more tea to coffee. So that's a little matcha tea that I have right there that I've been sipping on. So that could be another message for you. Maybe you've been wanting to give up caffeine and coffee and switch to tea, and this is your sign. Do it in August, this coming month. Alright, so now we'll get into the tarot messages. Okay, yeah. So I did 3 cards for beginning, middle, end, and then I have just a clarifier card. So 10 of Pentacles, you will be coming into some money and abundance this month for sure. I mean, look at the treasure chest filled with the gold pentacles. You will be coming into money. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, make sure that you're not, you know, overspending it or like blowing it all, and actually being, you know, smart and intelligent and secure and financially disciplined and financially literate with your money as well. And then for the middle of the month, we have the Judgment card. So with the Judgment card, I always see this card as like you're being called to your higher purpose. Like there's an angel on here with a horn, and there's like the people rising up. That's just how I personally read the Judgment card. So it could either, you know, you get into some money and you're going to turn that into like your business or your calling. You're going to use that to invest into your calling. Or the Judgment card, you're gonna be getting your karma served this month, the middle of the month. So, if you've been a good person, you're gonna get good karma. But if you've been, well, you know, if you know, you'll know what you'll be getting, because only you know yourself. So that's another little message there. And at the end of the month, we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like it's almost like a story. You're gonna maybe get into some money. You're gonna use that money to invest into your business, your calling, and then you're just gonna feel very, very inspired and motivated in like your life. You're just gonna be ready to just go and put yourself out there. Maybe you'll be ready to like talk to others. And Knight of Swords is very much a communication card. Maybe somebody will be coming into your life with an opportunity with the Knight of Swords as well. And now I'm going to be doing a love reading. I'm going to be pulling from this deck, and I'm going to be separating it into singles and people that are dealing with somebody. So my pile 5 people, my pile 5 singles, what do my pile 5 singles need to know for August 2020 in terms of love? What do my pile 5 singles need to know in terms of love? So we have wishful thinking and balanced partnership. So with these 2 cards, this could either be, like I said, someone could be coming into your life, and this person could offer you and bring you potentially a balanced partnership, which, you know, is really good. But also with a wishful thinking card, almost what I'm hearing with this, it's like this is kind of like the follow-up message to that message. Don't get like your hopes up too high with that. You know, someone could be coming in with your message, you start obsessing over it, and you're like, yes, 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 love, finally, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, a partner, significant other. Or, I mean, you're also hearing, don't think that your partner is going to propose to you this month, because I feel like they're not. This is another message that I had, even though this is for singles, but still, that came out for a reason. So yeah, so I feel like it could go both ways. I feel like if someone does approach you this month with, you know, like love, or you guys start talking, it'll go off slow. So don't get like your hopes up that it's going to turn into something beautiful right away. But I feel like if you take your time with it and really get to know each other and speak to each other and learn each other, it'll turn into that beautiful balanced partnership. Alright, now for the pile 5 people that are dealing with somebody, what do my pile 5 people that are dealing with somebody, the cards, need to know in terms of love? What do my pile 5 people dealing with somebody need to know? Okay. So we have lasting love and happiness. Oh, okay. So if you are dealing with somebody, you know, I feel like this relationship is going to last a long time. This person is who you want to be with. But, you know, then we also have the new or revived relationship. So I think these two go together. In order to get to that lasting love and happiness, maybe you need to revive the relationship. And kind of get back to what drew you guys together in the first place, kind of get back to that honeymoon stage part of the relationship, bring that energy and that lightness back into your love life. And then we have decision making. So maybe that doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you're in a partner and you need to make a decision, like, do I want to stay with this person? Can I revive this relationship, or do I need to move on and get into a new one, essentially? Alright, so that is the love messages. And now moving on, these cards are going to be what is blocking us or things that need to be cleared out so we can keep pushing forward and allow the blessings to come into our life. So we have the Shirley Jackson card. This is the family card. So maybe you've been having issues with your family, or you need to heal stuff with your family. So if you're holding on to grudges or past pain or trauma, I feel like that needs to be healed, talked about, let go, whatever you think will be best serving for you. Because I feel like holding on to that family, you know, pain and trauma and drama, as well as, you know, a block to you, and is blocking you from, you know, going to the next big thing in your life. And then we have the eye. So with the eye, like I said in another reading, I forget which pal was, but I was telling them that I always view the eye as a very spiritual symbol, especially, you know, like with the evil eye symbol. And then we have the clean your space and clean your energy field. So I feel like, you know, maybe someone sent you the evil eye, and that could be blocking you from different things, but you don't know it yet. But now this is like your message that someone did. Maybe do an egg cleanse to find out, Olympia, to see someone did send you the evil eye, because don't hear this and automatically assume someone sent you the evil eye and start panicking. You know, this could only apply to a few of you, but still clean your space, clean your energy field, and maybe put up protection as well. And I feel like that will bring abundance into your life. So maybe you've been having like money blocks, but it could be because someone like actually like was trying to cause that to you. But with the Judgment card, they're going to get their karma. Trust me, you're going to get your karma as well, but I feel like it'll be like good karma with the 10 of Pentacles and the Goldstone crystal. And then we have the Boar card. So with this, I feel like times it's a block, maybe you're being too headstrong and stubborn about something, and you kind of need to like back off and relax, because maybe you're pushing people away, or you're causing people not to like you. Because when I think of boar, I think of like wild hogs, and if you're from Texas, you know that wild hogs are not liked down here because they cause a lot of destruction. So you definitely don't want to be tapping into that energy. So maybe you've been doing too headstrong or too intense or demanding with people, or just causing, maybe you've been causing too much like havoc and, you know, upset, I guess, in other people's lives or your life. Maybe it's time to kind of, you know, take a step back and, you know, clear the energy out. All right, now these cards, these are things that you guys can look forward to in August 2020. So I'll start with this card, the Mistakes card. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. So maybe you've been really hard on yourself with the Boar card. So maybe something to look forward to in the month of August is just being easier on yourself. Be easy on yourself. You're a human being. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, so you're going to make mistakes, and it's okay, and they're probably happening for a reason, to take you to your purpose. And then we have the True Offering card. This reads, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So I feel like this card, you're finally going to be releasing control with the Boar card. You know, that could be kind of like the message is you're having too much control and you're too headstrong and too hard on yourself and too hard on others. But I feel like in August 2020, now that you're gonna kind of be realizing that, like, oh, I need to kind of change that, and, you know, realize that everyone, including myself, is doing the best that they can, and we're all gonna make mistakes, and I just need to kind of let divine take over. And then we have the Calmness card, and it reads, the inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. So I feel like August, maybe if everything, the beginning of the year for you and, you know, July has just been so intense, maybe nonstop, I feel like August will be a month that you will be able to kind of take a break and take a step back and kind of enjoy life for a moment. And then these cards, these are going to be cards that either are going to be themes or areas of importance that we need to kind of look at during August. So we have forgiveness. So maybe you need to forgive someone, maybe you need to forgive family members, or just like forgive yourself with the mistakes card. Like, you're human, you're gonna make mistakes and it's okay. Forgive yourself and keep moving on. And then we have the physical activity card. So maybe, you're gonna be exercising again, or doing movements and, you know, activity that makes you feel good and that you used to do all the time, that you kind of stopped, but now you're going to be getting back into it again. So yeah, forgiveness and physical activity. And lastly, we have a little affirmation card, and this says, I speak positively of others. This kind of gives me Gemini energy, so maybe you are a Gemini. It could be an earth sign or an air sign as well. So again, Gemini is an air sign. So that I speak positively of others, this kind of reminds me of what I was saying, is maybe you've been too harsh on others and also too harsh on yourself. Speak positively of yourself too, and speak positively over others and other people's life. Speak love and light onto your situation and to other people's situation. You know, it'll help you bring abundance and balance into your life. Okay, pile number 5, that is all the messages I have for you for your August 2020 prediction reading. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you feel called to tip, or if you feel called to book a personal reading with me, that information is down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.